Hey guys, Caleb's Cards here. Thought I would do a requested video by a couple subscribers. Do a revised version of how to send TTMs, or how I send my TTMs. I know last time I did film one last year, but I've since changed a few things and I forgot a few things as well. So you always forget something when you're working the camera. So it doesn't hurt to do another one a year later. So I'm snowed in anyways, so don't know when this video will go up. So I thought I'd get this filmed. So first things first, you're going to need a website to find your addresses for. And I use 3 sites, but first one I suggest for you is sportscardforum.com. And that is a free website, has lots of addresses. I'm Caleb Sports Cards on there, so if you see successes from somebody from that name, that's me. And I'm also that on Star Tiger and SportsCollectors.net. But it's a free website. You don't have to sign up for it with an account or anything to view addresses. You can just get on there and get addresses. But if you do sign up for an account, you can keep track of your pendings, your failures, your successes, and all that stuff. You can add addresses, you can add photos, you can also do the forums, which I don't do much of anymore, but I used to do address request forums or help other people out with addresses. I would suggest, if you make an account, I would suggest reporting your successes if you have time, just because it helps out TTMers, others who want to get that person to see which address you used. So I would encourage you to take the time to do so, as long as you have the time. So that's one website. That's the first one I started back in. I found that back in February 2014. Started sending in March. And next, this is the site. It's $4.99 a month. StarTiger.com. It's very good. It's a bigger community, more geared to more like celebrities. This is where I get my military addresses, astronauts, things like that. The Sports Card Forum is more geared towards obviously sports, but Star Tiger, if you're looking for celebrities and all that stuff around the world, they have tons of addresses. They're being added every day, things like that. So it's definitely worth the $4.99 a month. Then you have access to all their forums as well and everything else. So that's a really good site. And final one that I use, it's sportscollectors.net. It is $14.99 a year, and that is an even bigger, more geared towards sports again. Bigger than the Sports Card Forum, about as big as Star Tiger, but more geared towards sports. And I found a lot of addresses for some people that I wouldn't have been able to find on Star Tiger or Sports Card Forum. So it's a very, very helpful site, and I would suggest definitely, if you want to be big into it, into TTMs, sign up for all 3 sites. But so definitely worth your time. I don't report my pendings on there. I just report my successes and failures on that site, because I just have too many. So, and I can't. It's kind of, I don't think it's Sports Collectors, and it is kind of confusing sometimes at the first starting to navigate it. That's what I found. It took me a while. I think I had to look up a tutorial video how to navigate that site. So like how to find your pendings and stuff. So that's why I don't do that. But anyways, so now you got a site. Now you've been digging through your cards or whatever. You're seeing new signs. Now you want to send them out. Now you need to know, what do I use to send out stuff. So I get most of my shipping supplies from King Soopers, sometimes from Walmart. I just get the standard security envelopes. This is Office Works brand. That's the King Soopers brand they sell. You got this 150 box. And they're just see the inside. They got the spots and stuff, so it's a little bit harder to see through them. I've been trying to get those lately. I've been getting the peel kinds for that. They're easier rather than lick. The ones that you have to lick to seal them. They're 4.12 inches by 9.5. You can go bigger, but these are your standard size envelopes. So say you can go bigger if you want to ship like photos and stuff in there, but I just stick with these for cards and stuff. And then, so basically you just, any standard envelope, so you got the person's name, their address, you got street on top, city and state and zip code on the second line. If it's an apartment, it's better to skip the first line, go to the second line, and then put the city and state in the third line. And you can add USA if you want or something. And I always like to, I'm using a pencil so I can reuse this envelope. I usually put do not bend in the corner. So like that. Please do not bend, and then you put your return address up here. Definitely make sure you put your name rather than just your address, so then they know who it's coming from. Sometimes they might not want to open it. So that's how you do those envelopes. And then for your return envelopes, which are called SASEs, which stands for self-addressed stamped envelopes, you just write your address, your name, like so. Again, put the please do not bend, so hopefully they won't bend it. You could put photos, whatever, in the corner. And then what I've been doing is taking Jackie Young's idea and putting, like, say, we'll just pick a random city. Putting like the city, state, initial, and then the zip code. I don't know what the zip code for Knoxville is, but I put Knoxville, Tennessee, and then that makes it easier for me to know who it's coming from. And then on the back, what I'll do is I'll write in the corner, I'll initial their name, like say PR. I'm just throwing a letter. So that's their first last name, and then I'll put the date that it's sent out. You can do the exact date. I just do the month and the year, 3/16, so I can go into like Star Tiger, Sports Card Forum. I can go down the list. I can see. So in case I get an empty envelope back, I know who it's from, hopefully, or if it's stolen or whatever. So that's what I do for that. So I've been trying to send to the older folks, not the strip and seal envelopes. And if you do send the strip and seal to the older folks, like I don't know, 70 and over, maybe I would write like something like this. Get a blue Sharpie, like please or something like this. Please peel the seal, or something like, you can do whatever you want. So hopefully they see that. So these and the envelopes I use for the SASEs are 3.62 by 6.5, and that's just for the cards. Again, trying to use the business. I don't know I think these aren't business ones. Nope. Well, you still can't really see through these strip and seal ones. And then you got your ones that you like. Same thing on these. So all from Office Works, all from King Soopers. And then if you're wondering what I send my the Hue Crafts Customs in, I use some bigger envelopes. You get these from King Soopers. They're made by Mead. They are 6 by 9 envelopes, and they are just small enough that you can send them with one stamp, as long as you put I would say no more than 2 photos and no more than 3 cards if you're going to send them in that, just in case. And then you can also fit a letter and a return envelope. So I use those. Those are the strip and seal. I would suggest using tape. Get yourself some invisible tape. Always tape your envelopes that you're sending out, not your SASEs. And then these, I get these from Walmart. They have a pretty decent price. They're kind of expensive, but they're thicker. They're called greeting card envelopes. They come with 50. They're 5.75 by 8.75. You get these for $5 at Walmart. So I use those. There's the peel and seal. Again, I suggest writing, please peel the seal of the envelopes. So now you got the envelopes all done. Same thing again with all the small envelopes, writing your address. I suggest putting the date you send it out and initialing their name so you know who it is, just in case it comes back empty, because I have had some of those come. And so now you got your envelopes made. You need to write your letter. I suggest handwriting it if you have the time. Obviously, you can print them if you want. I don't do that all the time. Sometimes I do that if I don't have time, but I try to sit down and write my letters by hand. When you write your letter, you want to just kind of give them a little introduction about yourself, maybe tell them about you, and then you can go into maybe why you're writing them. Maybe something that they might mean a lot to you. Depends on what you're writing to or writing for. And then you can just close out, thank you for your time or something, and close out your letter. Make sure you sign it, fold it up. Here, let me get a piece of paper. I fold it by 3. Well, I fold the paper in half. And what I do is I take the card and I put it in between the letter. I don't send them with index cards anymore, just because it's been taken off the color from the older cards. I mean, you could send them with the newer cards if you want. I don't think those will affect them. But sometimes they end up signing index cards or something, not the cards. So I just haven't been sending them lately. So that's how I do it. I put it in the envelope, like so, and tape it up, put the stamps on, seal it up, and send it on its way. So I hope this helps. If you're getting new in the TTMs, that's definitely a fun hobby. It can be very addicting, but hope you enjoyed watching, and hopefully there'll be a mail day episode either today or tomorrow. Bye.